Happy 5th of January 2026, guys. I can't believe it's already 2026, let alone the 5th of January. Time is just so unreal. One day just blends into the other, at least for me. As an adult with lots of responsibilities, back when I was a child, time seemed to go slower and we seem to live in the present more. But now, if you have a day job, if you have kids, a family to manage, and other adult responsibilities, time is just crazy. I don't know about you, but at least that's my experience. Today, let's talk about the joys of being a nobody on YouTube. Just sharing the point of view of someone who started my channel not too long ago. Well, I've had this channel for quite a while, but I decided this year to just take it a bit more seriously. Obviously, not for fame, otherwise, my content would be very different from what it currently is. But to just share my real self out there, for better or for worse. So, if you're a nobody on YouTube, you're not worried about subscriber count because you're not trying to be famous. At least that's the case for me. There's already so much people pleasing we need to do in the real world in order to keep the peace. Bringing it to the online space is exhausting, leaving you no place to be a real self except when you're alone. But here, that doesn't have to be the only place. If anyone resonates with it, great. If no one does, that's fine too. But at least you're giving them the chance to find you. You never know who's searching for someone like you unless you put your real self out there. Another perk of being no one on YouTube is the privilege to be more honest, especially with your likes and dislikes, where the most money to be had revolves around stuff or things that can be bought or sold. And it's the reason why some influencers may start out sincere but turn into sellouts over time. That's their job. Their behavior would be no different to us having to be on our best behavior in our real world jobs so that we get paid. I'm not saying I agree with that behavior all of the time, but I can understand why influencers and famous people and sponsored people do what they do. Another thing to be happy about is the concept of an online village. When doing YouTube for community rather than money, there's a big weight that gets lifted off your shoulders. You put yourself out there for like-minded people to find you. It's true that the haters find you as well, but that's no different to real life. There will always be people who don't and won't like you, even if you're doing nothing wrong. People can hate you for the shallowest reasons, and other people might dislike you just because you exist and breathe air. Take Bradley on a Budget, for example. I really like that guy. He's very genuine. Yes, he's quirky, and his lifestyle is not for everyone, but he's just sharing his lifestyle. He's not telling everyone to keep using a used toothbrush and unplug their refrigerators or, I don't know, skip out on showers and use tattered towels. He's just trying to make a point. It's the same with Robin Greenfield, the Earth guy. He's not advocating for us to live exactly like him, but what they're both saying is do what you can. Simply sharing what I do and what I think, no debating, no convincing, no tearing others down. It's the same. Just because people go viral doesn't mean followers should mindlessly follow them anyway. I don't get how some people don't get that. Giving yourself permission to be yourself gives others permission to be themselves. And as for those who spend so much time critiquing others, they need to get a life. They have too much time on their hands. If it's critique for something unethical that undermines others' well-being, then I think it's valid and necessary to raise awareness. But if it's just to critique someone's personal choices or lifestyle or how they look, even if it doesn't affect others, then it's a waste of time in my opinion. For me, it's nice being a nobody YouTuber, not because I can be an asshat without any consequences, but because I can work towards being my real self with the potential benefit of reaching those who need or want to hear what I have to say.